Is ready for a pit 200. 200. Watch this. Easy. Easy. I'm gonna be deleting stuff. I gotta watch out for my HP, so I need to pop one of the HP potions. But other than that, as long as we don't die instantly, watch what we're gonna be able to do with the rogue, man. Pit 200, easy clear until we get to the boss. And I honestly don't know how we're gonna be killing the boss. I didn't think that part through, but the rest of it, watch what we can actually do. So this is a teleport build. But what's going to happen eventually is everything's going to die. It'll take a couple seconds, but watch. It's not ZDPS. So pit 200. All right, let's get to another boss. Here we go. We got elite pack. All right, we're gonna perma stun freeze them. Just watch it, and in a couple seconds, boom, everything dead. Easy pit 200. Until we get to the boss. Like I said, I actually don't know what we're gonna do when we get to the boss. But we'll worry about that when we get to it. Alright, you guys ready? Ready? Big pop, big pop, big pop. Boom, easy. No, you don't actually need caltrops. I didn't even think that part through. We need to get like a bigger pull though. Can we get a bigger pull? You have to be very careful because obviously, yeah, you can rip quite fast. Alright, guys, ready? Boom! All dead, all dead. I don't want to pop on that thing. What we could actually get to make this better is Flurry's size. Like I said, I genuinely have no idea what we're going to do when we get to the boss. If you're wondering, by the way, why we use Flurry, it hits the most amount of things on the screen. I actually saw this from Lucky Luciano, and I was like, dude, I gotta try this thing out. But I actually don't know if scaling Flurry is even going to be viable. I have the teleport Flurry. This is the new teleport Flurry. Now, does it really help the teleport? No, it just helps because Flurry activates a stun and it keeps things perma CC'd. And well, when everything's CC'd and you're doing pit 200, yeah, pretty nice. So what's happening is we're building up these stacks. You can see it's a 40, 41. Once that builds up to 50, everything just dies instantly. Boom. That's how it works. But on the boss, I don't know what's gonna happen. We're about to find out, but if we rip on it, I don't think we can do any damage to the boss. But we're also running the thing, if they hit us, they get hit by Shadow. Oh my gosh, look at that damage, man. Oh shoot, we're low on HP. But maybe we could run momentum. So what this allows though, where the Barb's at in the chat. So what we need to do is we need to get a Flay Barbarian. So a Flay Barbarian does incredible damage to bosses, but the clear speed, well, that's going to be bad. So what I need to do for this, if I want to actually complete it, because I'm going to get to the boss, and I know for sure that we do 0 damage. So, yeah. So what we need to get is a Barbarian. And I think that would be the only way that maybe you can complete it. But we're going to at least get to the boss and see what happens. Now, the thing that I was thinking about is if we can get some sort of AoE from the damage that it deals on the execution to pass over, right? Because I don't know how it registers. I'm assuming execute, it's doing some number though, right? At the very end. And what you could potentially try to do is have some of the damage be like, you know, they take a portion of your damage. Which, wait, doesn't Umbercrux do that? Dude, hold on. Well, I'm gonna get to the boss regardless because I want to see like what we can like see what happens. I'm assuming that with Umbercrux though, does the thing actually die or what happens? That's a really good question. But I love testing out new things, and well, this test turns out it does work, man. It is confirmed. Oh, I'm frozen. All right, but now they're frozen, and then everything just boop. And you could maybe run a ZDPS Barb, right? And you could just group up everything in the whole entire map. So 34, 40, boom. It's really satisfying. I'm gonna be sad because I know that this is 100% getting nerfed. There's no way that this comes out in the state that it does. This will absolutely be nerfed, guys. So play it while you can. I want to see, like I said, once we get to the boss, what's going to happen. So what it's supposed to do is supposed to execute everything except for elites. Now, I thought that the other things were considered elites. Like the ones with like these guys. Like these are not elites. I was always under the assumption that these were elites. So we'll see what happens when we get to the very end. All right, let's go, man. I want to know what's going to happen. Probably 0 damage is what's going to happen. But like I said, we can try it out. I think I pushed the buttons a little too fast over there. All right, so we got the crowd control. And we're at 21. Remember, we got to get to 50, 25 right now. Okay, so it definitely executes the other thing. But even if I had 10 minutes, guys, I'm going to be honest, I don't think it's possible. Now, let's take it a step further. I can't do the boss. I'm just going to just reset or just die. Oh, you can't even go back to town? Oh, okay. Well, let's just reset. Whatever. It's fine. I might have to just, like, leave game or something. Can we just go back? Oh. Okay, well, it's fine. We're just going to hit leave. And I'm going to show you guys an item that may have some potential for us to still be able to do this. Why am I not able to die? This is actually more interesting as well. Okay, so we've been stacking dodge, and then when I decided instead of running might to run something else. So to explain how everything works, now that you guys have seen some gameplay, and you see that it's 100% possible to one-shot everything in Pit 200 minus the boss. The boss is something you cannot complete. It requires some other thought process, and so we're gonna do some more attempts. I literally just got this up and running, and I think it's really cool. But there's a brand new item that we may be able to add in. If it works, I'll let you guys know in the comment, because I'm gonna have to like redo some of the stuff, and I'm gonna reorganize some of those things. So let's first off explain how we are one-shotting everything, right? So show the Jet Set Radio for a second. So what's causing all of this to go on is specifically this. So it's called exploit weakness. So when you hit a vulnerable enemy, which is really easy in this game, you have a 45% chance to increase your damage by 1x for 25 seconds and up to 50. Now at 50 stacks, this bonus resets and you execute all non-elite enemies. I don't know why it works on the other thing. It does definitely work on the elites, but even if it doesn't work, you could still in theory get to the boss relatively quick with this build. Again, Pit 200 is pretty much not achievable by most people. So that's how we are actually one-shotting everything. Obviously, the boss is going to be a problem. But now that I'm thinking about it over here, I don't know if the Shade Totem can ever, like, die. But how it works is when you use a subterfuge skills, which are basically all of the, what are these? It's like a poison trap. It's right here. So smoke grenade, dark shroud, poison trap, concealment. Whenever you use one of those skills, you get this totem. Now, any damage it takes is replicated to surrounding enemies. So if we can figure out somehow how to transfer the damage from the execution onto the boss, we can just one-shot it. If you guys have any ideas, whether it's mixing in other classes or something to do, because this is actually more of an experiment really than anything, what else could we do for this, guys? How would we somehow transfer the damage that one thing takes onto another? This is one thing that does do that, but I don't think the totem can be executed, because I think it just lasts a duration. But if it does work, I'm going to make another video. But at least so far, we have some sort of cool thing that we can do with Rogue, and I'm going to tell you guys right now, if you guys are wondering, is the Flurry build viable? I just made this. So we have this also as a greater affix to Flurry. There's one thing that I thought was kind of cool with Flurry that I wanted to go ahead and mention. So this thing is actually pretty cool. And if you're wondering how we are consistently stunning, perma-locking everything here, it's because of this. So you use Breakneck's Bandit aspect. And then I was running this too for the Flurry does more damage, but I don't know if Flurry is technically viable. It does give you more attack speed, but I don't think it's going to be like a viable form of endgame content. But just going over the skills also really quick, there is this brand new thing where casting Flurry dashes to the target, and it's actually quite good in the Helltides. There's another thing where successive cast of it can increase its damage, so you can get 45% more damage and then you can also get 30% resource cost reduction, which is basically like a mini Ring of the Starless Skies, and you could maybe try to get it to do some damage, but we could maybe try Flurry to go to like, you know, maybe like Sigil or Pit 100, and because it was pretty bad before. Anyways, I'm gonna wrap things up here. What do you guys think of the new rogue like one-shot mechanic? I think it's absolutely hilarious and it's cool, but I'm gonna try to figure out how we can actually one-shot like the whole thing. But anyways, thanks for tuning in. I'll see you guys in the next one. Let me know if you guys have any ideas for it though.